Hello, Jaguars. It's time to think about next year's electives. You will be given your course card to fill out, so we'd like to talk about all of your choices for next year. There's a lot of information in this video. If you'd like to view it again, it's on the SSMS website. Your parents may have some questions as well. If they do, go online and show them this video.
A lot of information on this card, both on the front and back. The electives are on the right-hand side of the sheet, and on the left, information about grade level requirements and academic classes. So make sure to read both sides of the sheet before selecting your choices for next year. You'll see a section titled Academic Classes. 7th grade students, you will need to have your language arts, math, science, and social studies teachers sign off on your card. 6th graders, you only have to worry about getting signatures from your math teacher.
Right now we're going to review, you have 4 core classes that you need to complete each year you're here. Language arts, math, science, social studies, and then you'll have 2 electives. So let's start reviewing what your elective choices are so you can make your best choice.
I have more details regarding your electives for next year. To read the descriptions for each class you are interested in, look on the back of your course card. Every class is described for you. You have to number your elective choices. Do not check them off. There are some required electives everyone must take. Look at the required electives on the screen. See what they are? Required means that you have to take that class to be promoted to high school. Here's an FYI. Some students will be placed in an intensive class because they need a little help with their reading or math skills. But don't worry about that right now. We'll place you in intensive class if you need the extra help.
Regarding that required elective that we were talking about in the last slide, it's PE. The state of Florida requires every middle school student to take PE, at least one semester of PE every year. But some students are able to opt out of taking the PE class. So if you fit the requirements for the PE waiver, go ahead and have your parents sign it. If there is no parent signature on the opt-out on the PE waiver, then you will be placed in a PE class.
Now let's take a look at what your year-long elective choices are.
Art 2D Studio 1 is a 7th grade only class. It is a step up from exploring Art 2D. So now that you have the basic skills, you can kind of work in 2D fashion a lot easier, a lot more advanced work, more advanced projects, painting, drawing, anything on a 2D flat surface. So if you're currently in 6th grade this year, plan ahead for next year in 7th grade to take the year-long Art 2D Studio 1 class. Advanced Art 2D is an application required class. That means you will need to fill out an application and apply to be brought into the class. It is only for 7th grade. There is advanced classes for 8th graders too, but this particular class is only for 7th grade, and it is a year-long elective class. If you are currently in 6th grade and you feel like you're an advanced art student, think about applying for this class. If you're entering 8th grade and you've taken Exploring 3D Art, you might want to take Studio 3D Art. It is a class that expands on the things you learned in Exploring 3D, and it takes it that much further to a more advanced level to make some really cool projects in 3D.
We are happy to be offering the Advanced Art program. You will need to have at least taken one of my classes, showing great work ethic, and have my full recommendation. In that class, we will be doing more advanced or specialized art that is geared to challenge and give more experience both in 2D and 3D art. This will be excellent for your art portfolio.
This class requires you to submit an online application.
Currently, you're looking at some music electives for the upcoming year, and I wanted to remind you about band and a couple of other things. You're looking at Band 1 right now, which is where we teach you how to play a musical instrument of your choice. Band 2 is for students that took beginning band last year or have been in band for at least 1 year. This is also a performing ensemble that plays many different instruments and performs at concerts just like Band 1 students in the previous year. Band 3 is for students that have taken band in the previous 2 years. You know, of course, that the flute, oboe, bassoon, clarinet, alto saxophone, trumpet, French horn, trombone, tuba, and percussion are all band instruments that you may play in band. Something that Band 3 students enjoy is playing at all of the football games and all of the pep rallies.
Advanced Band 4 is for students who want to learn how to play a second instrument. Before you mark that off on your course card, you must have approval from one of your band teachers.
Percussion is an extension of Band 1 for all students that were selected to play pitched and non-pitched instruments such as drums or mallets. This is a class for 7th and 8th graders who have already taken Band 1. The orchestra music elective is just like band, as in they get to perform 2 concerts a year, but it's for students that have learned or are willing to learn the violin, viola, cello, and the double bass. The steel drum band is one of the most prolific performing ensembles here at Seven Springs. We do between 10 and 12 performances a year at various events, and it is for students that have a musical background and that would like to explore playing in the steel drum band. It's also known as the Instrument Ensemble 1. The chorus class is for any student that has been in chorus before or would like to join the chorus. The chorus performs 2 concerts a year with the steel drum band and also does several mini performances throughout the year. It is for the person who desires to sing in a large group and also for the person who likes to sing solo by themselves.
Come join us in the biggest classroom on campus, the gymnasium, for all the fun you can imagine in PE class. In 7th grade, our students study team sports like basketball, soccer, volleyball, and flag football. Our 8th graders study individual and dual sports curriculum like tennis, frisbee golf, badminton, and archery. Let's get your energy level up. Come to PE.
Hola, soy el señor Franco y enseño español. Las clases de español son interesantes y divertidas, a veces. Pero, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. You don't know Spanish yet. Well, why are you waiting? Sign up for Spanish now. These classes are for high school credit. Nos vemos. See you soon. Adios.
你好, this is Mr. Lee. I'm the Chinese teacher. 你好 means hello. I'm sure you have learned that probably from Kailan, but now you have the opportunity to learn that in the Chinese classroom. We have so many fun activities for you. For example, we sing Christmas carols in Chinese. We learn to eat with chopsticks. We celebrate Chinese New Year. We also learn how to use Chinese calligraphy brushes to write Chinese characters. Now, I'm waiting for you in my classroom. 再见, that means goodbye.
This class will earn you high school credit.
I would like to introduce you to digital information technology. This is a high school class and you can earn industry certification. We're going to concentrate on Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook. It's a great class to take, especially if you have done well in Computer Applications 1 or 2. Take the class, 8th graders. Let's get the high school credit now.
This class is an entry-level course for students interested in the Business Academy at Mitchell High School. It also requires you to submit an online application for acceptance.
Digital Media is the follow-up course to Intro to AV Arts. Students enrolling in this class must have had or be enrolled simultaneously in Intro to AV Arts. In this class, students will be learning some photography skills that they didn't get in the Intro to Arts class, and then they will be editing and making new photographs using Photoshop. It's a year-long class in Photoshop. This year-long elective offers high school credits and does offer the ability to be industry certified as a Photoshop editor at the end of the year.
Interested students should submit an online application.
Foundations of Robotics is a year-long course. This is a high school credit course. There is an application required. You also need to have a FSA in language arts of a 3 or higher. You also need to have completed the Exploration of Robotics course with at least a B or higher. At the end of this course, students will have the opportunity to take an industry certification.
I'd like to share a little bit about leadership class. If you have a genuine interest in helping others and a strong work ethic, the leadership class may be for you. We spend our time spearheading projects that bring awareness and assistance to those in our schools and local communities. We research various topics and we share information in class presentations. We learn what it means to be a good citizen at the local levels of government. Portions of the class are dedicated to organizational and time management, as well as team building activities. Students in the leadership class also have opportunities to assist special needs students in Special Olympics at various events throughout the school year. If you are a positive thinking, hard-working individual, please fill out the online application to be a member of leadership next year. This class will earn you high school credit.
Jack Patrol students help out in the main office, counseling office, and the clinic. They run errands, give welcome tours to new students, help make packets, place items in mailboxes, amongst other tasks that may be assigned. Jack Patrol students are considered role models for other students. We look for qualities that exemplify proud Jaguar behavior, such as integrity and trustworthiness. Students should be able to follow directions easily and be willing to talk with staff and students that they do not know and be familiar with our campus. Only 2 to 3 students per period will be selected for this prestigious role. Applications will be reviewed and final placement will be selected after an interview with administration.
This class requires you to submit an online application.
Students scoring a level 1 on FSA reading will be placed into intensive reading classes to help improve their reading skills. So students, in this class, we will be reading. It is the #1 way to improve your reading skills. Doing your absolute best on the FSA is very important. Make sure you reread your questions and always take your time.
Intensive math class is for students who scored a 1 on FSA mathematics, so some students will be scheduled in this course to improve their math skills. That's why it's very important you rework questions on the FSA math test and not rush through the test. In intensive math class, you will work on a computer-based program to increase your math skills. You will have one-on-one instruction to assist with filling in any gaps you may experience that may be keeping you from finding success in math. In addition, you can get continued support for work you are doing in your math class.
The following slides will be your semester elective options.
In 2D art, we explore different mediums to push the boundaries of your creativity. We learn different styles and techniques to enhance your skills. Whether you are a novice or an expert, there is always room for improvement and development. I wanted to let you know about 3D art. It is designed to give a positive experience exploring their own creativity in three-dimensional media, technology, and processes. A variety of mediums will be explored, which may include ceramics, papier-mâché, wire sculpture, and more. Your creativity will be pushed to achieve noteworthy sculptures.
Just want to let you know that if you're somebody who doesn't want to take PE for the full year, we'll always welcome you for just 1 semester. Fall, spring, there's never a bad time to exercise.
I'd like to introduce you into Computer Applications 1 and Career Planning. This course hits the essentials on the Office suite of programs. We also do a multimedia unit and a gaming unit. If you are curious about computers and have a little bit of skill, or even no skill at all, this is a class for you to take. Computer Applications 2. This class is a follow-on class from Computer Applications 1. We will do a lot of project-based work, and we will really dig into the fundamentals of the Office suite of programs. If you like computers and you have done well in Computer Applications 1, this is the class to take. And besides that, we will do some coding, and that is fun.
Intro to AV Arts offers students some experience in Photoshop editing, video editing in iMovie, and the opportunity to create original music in GarageBand. They'll also learn some basic photography skills using digital SLR cameras. Enrollment in this course is required in order to take digital media. Students will also get some background information on differing careers that use these software skills.
Interested in the field of robotics? This is a great introductory course. In this course, you will learn about technology, how to work in teams, you will learn how to program robots, how to build robots, and get a taste of what it's like to work in the field of robotics.
Paw Pals is a high school semester course in which students are peer helpers who assist students in special needs classes. Tasks will include practicing skills with students in the areas of reading, math, PE, art, socializing, and organizing. Select students will also assist special needs students in Special Olympics. Students will earn a semester high school credit. In order to be in this class, you must have an FSA reading level 3 or higher, C's or better in all classes, be a role model for student behavior, be able to follow directions easily, be willing to talk with staff and students that are unknown, and have recommendations from your grade level counselor, along with good attendance and no discipline referrals.
This class requires you to submit an online application. 6th grade students, if you would like to apply for 2D Advanced Art, Leadership, or Foundations of Robotics, there is an online application. Please make sure you meet the criteria and follow the application directions below. Make sure to type at least a paragraph using your best writing skills. If you have any application questions, contact your grade level school counselor. Most importantly, be sure to scroll down to the bottom of the page and click Submit when you are done. Also, use the QR code that is shown to access the online application easily. 7th grade students, if you would like to apply for 3D Advanced Art, Digital Information Technology, Digital Multimedia Technology, Foundations of Robotics, Leadership, JAG Patrol, or Paw Pals, please make sure you fill out the online application. You can apply for any of the 8th grade classes by making sure you meet their criteria and follow the application directions below. Make sure to type at least a paragraph using your best writing skills. You cannot apply for both JAG Patrol and Paw Pal. If you have any application questions, contact your grade level counselor. Most importantly, be sure to scroll down to the bottom and click Submit when you are done. There is also a QR code shown that will be able to easily access the online application.
Okay, guys, it's time to get started. Everyone pick up your pencil and go ahead and sign where it says student signature. Everyone sign that, and that means in cursive. If you don't know cursive, then just do the best that you can. Also put today's date. Without your signature or your parent's signature on this card, it will not be a valid request. If you have any questions, you can email your counselor or you can ask them during lunch. You know, the counselors are in the lunchroom with you every day.
Advanced classes must be signed off by teachers before the due date. Online applications must be submitted before the due date as well. You can use your own device, either at home or here, or also use the iPads in the teacher's classroom or the computers in the hub.
And last but not least, you got to remember to turn the card in. There's a bin in your science class with a folder for your period, and that's where your card will go. That gives you about a week to get the signatures done, to get your elective choices picked out for next year, and to complete those online applications for any of those application required electives that you want to take next year. After that, we'll see you in the computer labs where you will be entering your choices into our computers.